this is Corey, Hart, and have you heard the news? There's good rockin' tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Cool.
About the tour. This tour, has it been a blur? What do you remember about it?
Well, we're about 3/4 of the way through right now, and maybe when this airs, it'll be over. I'm having the time of my life, and right now I don't feel that way because we've just done 4 shows in a row, and I've never played for more than 45 minutes the maximum as an opening act. So now I'm playing close to 2 hours, and it's taken its toll. The mere fact that I've never done that length of time before.
It's your own headline tour. It's your responsibility. These people haven't come to see anybody else except you, right?
I keep scratching my head, and when I'm out there, I keep thinking, well, Rick Springfield's going to follow me, or Daryl Hall's going to come out here, 15 minutes later. Because I'm looking out there, and play a place like Edmonton, and there's 15,000 people there, and they're there to see me, and it's amazing. It's unbelievable feeling. I can't stress enough what it feels like.
You still get nervous?
It's a different kind of nervous now. Before it was, well, whether I could perform, and now it's whether I don't, disappoint anybody. That's a different kind of nervous.
Well, I know that you're your own worst critic, that you're real tough to please, certainly in the studio. What do you like in your stage show?
Well, there's some things about it that I don't like. That's the fact that we don't have the type of setup, the stage setup that gives me enough mobility, I think, at this point.
You're going to do a lot of climbing.
Yeah, and it's sort of, it's a bit cramped, but what I do like is I think I'm honest out there, and I think that, the fans expect that of me.
Where was the best audience? The craziest?
St. John's, Newfoundland was fantastic. It was unbelievable. And London, Ontario, I don't think there was a crowd that was bad. I mean, they were all very, very supportive. Vancouver was unbelievable. I was nervous about Vancouver.
Why? You told me about that. Why were you nervous?
Well, it's just a city that always seemed a bit out of reach for me. It didn't seem like a city that had endorsed me right away. And it just, I was a little uptight about it,
Yeah. I heard Burton Cummings say the same thing years ago, and he blew it away, as you did. Okay, we got to give the thing. What is a typical day like on the road? Typical day.
Typical day.
What time do you get to bed?
Well, we finish the show. I leave the stage and I go right into a car and I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then we go back to the hotel. And
how long does it take you to come down?
About an hour and a half.
Okay.
And then I'll usually have something to eat and then go to bed. And we get up early, we go to the next city. So it's the classic type situation. We're not doing, a lot of bands may do 5 or 6 shows in a row. We're only doing 4, and then a day off and another 4. So it's not that bad, but it's different, man. It's different.
Do you listen to music on the road?
Well, I do. I listen, I'm listening to the radio stations when I pull into the town and stuff like that, but I've been writing stuff. I'm writing stuff for a screenplay of mine, and that's what I've been doing when I have spare time.
Wait a minute, let me get this right. You're writing a screenplay and you're writing the music for the screenplay?
No, I'm just writing the screenplay, the script, the storyline. So you've pressured me so much to do films, Terry, that now I have to do them,
Do you now realize the wisdom of my words?
Well, you
do see a light there, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I think what's most important to me is the fact that I'm able to write something for it. Write something, because that's always very important to me, to have the creative output. And I'm going to give it a shot at it.
It's about your fans, and you know how you're always talking about your fans and how important they are. You had a chance to go out in front of them and feel the real power that they give back to you. They wait months.
Unbelievable.
To be able to let loose like that.
Yeah. What does it do for me?
Yeah.
First of all, when I walk out there and I know the fact that they've been lining up for maybe a day or so to get real close to see me, and that they're bringing all these cards and placards that they've drawn and all these signs and things like that, and there's no way that I can ever relate to them how important it is and how worthwhile it makes it for me as an artist to see them, because the numbers are too many that I can't, reach each one individually. And the best way is to write music. And there's a song on my album called Everything in My Heart, which wasn't written with that in mind. But once I started to think about it in terms of that, I felt, well, that song is so appropriate for my fans because I think I should give them everything in my heart, because I think they deserve that. Because I think without them, I wouldn't be able to do anything.
single in Canada, but the United States is a different ballgame entirely. There's Huey and Tears for Fears in the way.
Well, I don't think of it in terms of what's in the way. I'm just happy that Never Surrender has done well down there, and it goes without saying that I'm very proud of what's happened in Canada for me, because in fact I was I don't remember, I think I was in either Sydney or Moncton, and it was a Friday night, and we finished the show, and I was lying in bed watching Good Rockin' Tonight, and then you were going through your countdown, and you came up to #1, and you said, "Wow, he's finally done it. He's got his #1 song in Canada. Way to go, Corey." And that felt good, because it means a lot to me to have it happen in my own country, and if it happens in America, you know I'll be happy about it.
Well, that line was for an audience of one.
Well, I heard you.
All right, good. That's nice to know. So did the country. The album is about 4 single deep, is what scares me. It's really something.
I'm proud of the album. As when we were out here last time doing the interview, I felt really strongly about Boy in the Box, and it's fantastic to see the response that the album's getting.
I guess they want your butt in the States real quick, don't they?
Well, yeah, they want me to tour down there. They want me to go as soon as my Canadian tour's finished. I'm going to go over to Japan and do some dates that I promised I'd do, live show, and then I'll be in America for most of the rest of the year.
How do you control it from here? How on earth do you keep applying brakes on something that you know can get out of control so quickly?
Well, it's something that you've worked very hard for. It's something that you've always believed in. So, you want things to happen the way they're happening, and I can't really tell you how you can't let things get out of control. I think if you've got your feet on the ground and your head doesn't get too swelled, I think that's one of the best starts at keeping things in a perspective.
Solid bottom.
Not always wearing your sunglasses.
Okay, now what about Australia, Japan, Europe, the UK? What about reaction over there?
Well, Japan and Germany have been unbelievable. Yeah. For some reason in Germany, they've just sort of hailed me as this James Dean of rock over there, and they just put me on the cover of all their magazines over there, and they really want me to come over there and play. So I really never did anything, in fact, with interviews or anything for Germany. So it's quite amusing.
The tune Never Surrender, just to go back for a bit, it obviously struck a chord in you, and I knew that it would strike a chord in people, but it appears to have struck a chord in not just young people, but people everywhere, of all ages. I mean, everybody can identify with it. It's one of those anthems.
It's probably, I said this before, it's a very special song to me, and it's so gratifying to know that I wrote something that was able to make a difference to somebody out there. I mean, if it made someone, fight a little bit harder for what they believed in, or carry on a dream that they may have, I mean, what more can you ask for as a songwriter than to be able to do that?
Corey. Okay, you're in St. John's. It's midnight, and you want to see the best 3 videos ever made.
Oh, Terry, that's difficult. God, and a -3 is physical brain right now. All right. How about Ike? You didn't get Roxanne by the Police, did you?
Sure I did.
Did you get that one?
We'll start with Roxanne by the Police.
Okay, because it's raw.
Yeah.
See, and that's real important.
Right.
Number 2. God, the pressure's mounting. All right. Born in the USA.
Right.
Raw again, and honest. Okay. And 3. Band-Aid.
Do they know it's Christmas? The start of an entire movement.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
Thank you. You guys up there that came to see me, thank you so much, because I had the best summer I'd ever had.
And thanks for bringing out the Canadian flag.
Thank you. I always will.
Welcome back, Danny Robinson's Corey Hart. So what's the most interesting thing that happened in 1984?
That's it?
Corey, I have a singing telegram just for you from a couple of loving fans.
This could be it.
This could be the most exciting thing in 1984, right?
Well, introduce yourself.
Well, I was just getting to that. My name's Jan, and I'm from Eastern Indian Singing Telegrams. And Corey, look what I have for you. Your very own...
Coleman Stupidity!
And now what kind of stupidity would be complete without, no, you have to leave it on. But that's your very own party horn, and I want you to give a big toot there. Slightly, but terrific. Maybe you put a party hat on somebody's head.
Don't you want your tones of stupidity? Yes, yes. We're not the only ones to
Corey, you get a singing telegram. I've been asked here by some fans who say that they'd like to send you something like a telegram to tell you how they feel, and to give you just a clue. They love your face, they love your hands, and they love some other things, but mostly they love you. And they've been told now several times that you're a very special person, and they wish that you'd refrain yourself from telling them these things, and they can put their finger on the thing about you that they love most. But I'll give you just a clue. The words aren't in this song, and they'd like to shout it to the world. They're in one with a wonderful guy. They love your style, your sense of class, but mostly they love your singing.
All right. 1984 has been obviously the most important year in my life because it's the first time I got to meet a lot of my fans, the first time I was able to do what I wanted to do with my music. And I've said this before, and actually I said this on MuchMusic, that to me the Canadian fans will always be number one to me no matter where I'll go. You guys are what put me on the map, and I appreciate that.
The public is here.
Welcome back to MuchMusic. J.D. Robertson, my very good friend Corey Hart, finally dropped by 2 hours late. It's been a week.
Hi, this is Corey Hart, and I'm very proud to say that you're watching a very special edition of All Canadian Videos on Good Rockin' Tonight.
Thank you, Corey.
Everybody went out to get milk duds and shit. Sit. Listen, our next presenters are a pair of singer-songwriters who have made a great impact in the past year, and whose future seem assured they're going to be real big stars for a long time. Let's hear a big round of applause for Mr. Julian Lennon, Mr. Corey Hart. Come on.
I just want to say before we start that the audience is looking so good tonight. I just want to say, you look marvelous. Oh well. Because he was worried about that one, but I couldn't do it. Sure. Well, I can't think of a more fitting place to give the choreography awards than right here.
Absolutely right, Julian. Radio City Music Hall, the great stage, the Rockettes.
Do you want to show them how a Canadian and a Brit does it? You can try it. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, we're trying here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, let's take a look at the nominees for Best Choreography.
Well, let's have a look and see who won the Best Choreography Award. The winner of the Best Choreography Award in video is... Go to it. Oh, all right. David Atkins for Elton John, Sad Songs Say So Much. Fiddling for Elton John is Dave Stewart and Rhythmic. There you go. Sorry.
I'd like to say thanks, Elton, for introducing me into the music business, which you did 12 years ago, and now look at me. And I've never met a funnier man in my life, so this is for him.
Corey Hart, how are you? Why are you sweating? Nice to meet you. I love all your stuff. Hey, press people! Mars Day, Glenn Fry.